Three, two,
Shouts
one.
out Lost Roots. This man is growing. Thank you so much. He's letting young Roof like me showcase that we're growing out here. And everybody else watching this, remember, keep going, keep growing. I'ma do me so you can do
Welcome
you.
to Lost Roots Network, Jona Leone. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. How you doing, man? Thank you for having me, Lost Roots.
Sad. I want to ask you, what is your roots? Where are you from?
Where am I from? Man, I hail from the long lost lands of Sanford. Sanford. Oh, Mount Dew's calling me right now. She must know I'm talking about it. That was next. Yeah, family comes from Sanford. We gonna go ahead and click the red X on that one right now. She gotta talk later.
What inspired you to get into hip hop?
So, I guess I can put it like this. So you know how there's this generational gap between like the real rappers and the melodic rappers, and then the rap singers and the actual singers, and how the beat makers and the real producers, like people who could really put together a whole album or who could put together a whole album for somebody else. Well, this is where Jona Leone steps in and says, "We fuck all that. I'm the golden kid here, and let me help guide the rest of my people, so we can all see how I'm not gonna say how it really should be done. I'm gonna definitely take from what's new, but I'm gonna also mix it with what's old, and I'm gonna give you what is now my originality of everything I feel. Because I grew up on classic albums.
Okay.
I grew up on the new classics as well. I grew up on a lot of the trendy stuff too. So I want to bridge that gap, and me being able to do every aspect of my particular artistry, say from rapping to singing to songwriting and then to producing as well. Like, why would I not want to give my take, tell my story with this, so somebody else can tell their story later. It's a freestyle, like it's wild style. Hear my voice now. Hear my voice in his head. Know I love you so. Man, I wanna give you everything you wanna know. Man, I wanna see you places, take you places. Put you on a fucking beach, girl. Give you spaceship. You wanna take you on a spaceship. Take you out of this world, cause you my baby girl. But you so down to earth with it. Girl, you know you don't perf with it. I just wanna be yours.
Let's talk about this new EP that you got, New Me Then.
Me then, yes.
Tell us about the process of making this EP.
The process, oh gosh. You know how they say trust the process? I say love the process. You gotta love it because it was a long one. A lot of people don't know, and you can still go find it on SoundCloud right now. Jona Leone. Look for SoundCloud. You can look for my first mixtape. It was called Cobalt Rose. And I mean, if you listen to that and then listen to New Me, then you'll understand why it took so long. For one thing, why there's such a big gap with no music at all. And then you'll also understand like it's kind of just a continuation of that, but it's really. And I'll give this particular information. I won't give no more information unless you go listen to it. But it's kind of a play on the phrase, they're going to wish they knew me then. Because, you know, a lot of people I've met in between here and now, or I've known way before then, and they see me now and they're like, oh shit, I didn't even know you was all into that. And I was like, I mean, I stood next to you in the lunch line. I know we kicked it a couple times while you never asked me what I did in person. So, I mean, now you wish you knew me then, but that's not even for me to be hateful, because I mean it's also part of me too. It's like me knowing the old part of me and not knowing where I was gonna be even in today, and knowing that it's a lot bigger than I was back then, and that's kind of crazy because you know you always wish you could know yourself a little bit more, but now that you do know yourself more, it's more of a happier feeling you get in the sense of knowing yourself. So know yourself, people. Know yourself. That's.
So, Jona Leone, do you produce your own music, or you got a personal producer?
I do produce all of my own music right now. For anybody who sees this in the future, yes, I want to produce with, and I want to accept beats from other producers. One thing I say, and I'm asked this often too by up and coming rappers who look up to me, and I'm so grateful to have people that actually look up to me, because I still look up to other people. But they ask me did I do it all myself, and I always tell them yes, and I tell them I'll probably never do that again, because you lose in isolation. you gain certain knowledge of yourself, but after a while it becomes a cycle that you eventually have to break out of. So you lose the help in isolation. And yeah, so for anybody who wants to come and help me out, look, I'm down with it. Just be gentle with me because I am an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. So come holler at me. But for this project, I produced everything. I even produced the intro, where it's like a real story, just kind of like into I won't say too much, but it's a real story, just kind of leading into all of the music that seamlessly I hope that to everybody else it sounds like I put it all together, and it wasn't just like a collection of songs.
What what advice do you have for artists out there that's just starting out, that have no music out in any platform? What would you tell them?
Um, Learn yourself first, in all honesty, because what this industry doesn't tell you is it's a pimping industry, and I don't want to say too much because this is an industry I'm trying to get I guess for lack of a better word, slightly pimped out a little bit, to eventually learn to then pimp myself. So learn yourself first, because if you learn yourself, you can't let nobody knock you off your footing. Or if you get knocked off your footing, you're gonna get back up as fast as a crackhead does. So learn yourself, learn your music, learn what you like, learn more than the music genre that you partake in. So if you love hip hop and R&B, or if you love rap, just say you're a rapper and if you love rap, learn more different genres. You'll never know. From learning more genres, you could fit more pockets. You could fit different cadences in. You'll learn this as you go. Um,
Do you
don't be
like
afraid to
collaborating with
experiment.
other artists?
I want to so much more because I actually shout out to South Sky Clutch, shout out to For the Culture. I was able to be a producer or a co-producer on the For the Culture tape coming very very soon. So go ahead, shout out, look for that, look out very soon for that. But and I was able to collab with producers, collab with artists, and really see what their process is like, see what their subject matter is, or just how they approach a song, and that was really cool. For future music, I definitely want to try to. It's a little bit of hassle for me just knowing how I do things, and I would then have to break how my process of making music is to then conjoin with them. I was never really a person that was good at being in groups growing up. You know, they put you in groups and you're in class trying to do an assignment.
Right.
I was always the dude that did the whole assignment myself. So
Okay.
we'll see how that challenge is. But I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm open ears and I'm coachable. So if you're older than me, let's do it. If you're younger than me, let's do it. If you're the same age as me, let's do it. Everybody, let's do it.
I want to ask you a personal question. What is your relationship like with God?
My relationship like with God. That's a good question, man. I say my relationship with God.
Do you believe in God? Do you pray at all? Do you read the Bible sometimes?
I'll just give you my story then.
Okay.
More than anything, was I grew up in a Christian household, and I'm always had those holds on me. I'm in a phase right now, or I'm in a cycle right now that I'm hoping to break out of. Where I'm just learning more about what is out there,
Okay.
and not being pigeonholed to just one thing for whatever reason. Because I know it's a good thing, but then at the same time, I also didn't start here, and my journey starts way past my own lifespan. So I want to find out what happened to the lifespans that came before me, and just kind of see where that leads me down to. Because maybe I might find another truth to that, and maybe I might find another truth that I believe in. It's really just kind of what you believe in. I mean, I know that's what you asked me,
Right.
but so I'm not gonna say I don't believe in him, because so far so well he's been good.
What is your ultimate goal as an artist?
Ooh, that's a great question. My ultimate goal as an artist, again, I'm here to help bridge the gap between like 6 really good sectors of my particular music. So starting off there, I definitely want to bridge the gap between rap and the new rap, old rap, new R&B, old R&B, new production, old production, and be able to tell my story and convey it, and in hopes that it sparks their mind and tell that for the next person that comes up behind me. Outside of that, as an artist, I want to be number one.
Okay.
Like I'm not even gonna like, I want to aspire, yes, but I want to be number one. And this is a game to where it does have a chart list. It does have numbers at the end of it, and I want mine to be at the top. I really.
You want to stay independent, or you want that major deal?
I want to do big business the entire way through. So if that means big business in independent field for the beginning of it, so be it. When I make the jump to doing a partnership with a label, because I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speak the affirmation of what I specifically want. When I go ahead and prove my leverage to the labels, and I'm able to sign the Wonder Boy contract that I really want, which is gonna be a partnership deal in which I keep my masters and I get the funding for what I
How can the
really
people
need to.
reach your music and search you up on social media?
So look for Jona Leone, Jonat, or oh wow, I just spelled my whole first name, Jona_Leone on Instagram and on Twitter. Facebook, just Jona Leone, Jonaleone. Maybe you gotta put a 1 at the end of it. I'm not sure. Sometimes I search myself up and I find some white girl. I don't know who that is. I'm not white. No offense to anybody who's seen this and is white. I'm not a little white girl, I should say. Maybe we can make this more comical. Keep that in there. Don't edit it out. Yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms. You can now find my new EP, New Me Then, on all streaming platforms.
What is your last message to the world?
My last message to the world. Wow. Half of me really wants to say something super egotistic, and the other half of me really wants to say something that's supposed to spark somebody else. So let's see if I can mix this up and get it in one good joke. I'ma do me, because me is spectacular once I found out who me was. And me doing me, I hope it gets everybody to do them. Pay attention to you, pay attention to what you're doing, your health, the knowledge you're putting into your head. Seek more knowledge, because if you don't seek knowledge every day, you will fall under a curve. I do not want my fans, my people, following under a curve. So do more of you, because I'm going to do more of me. And if you see me doing me and you aspire to be up in the greats or up in the heights, that's great, because that's exactly what I want you to do. Because I look at somebody else to do it, and you're naturally, as a human being, going to want to mirror and do it for somebody else. Alright, so if you want to do it from me or for me, do that, but be great for you, because I'm going to be great for me. Check out my new video as well on IGTV Live. I did do a in-person performance on In the Kitchen with H. Check that out. That's
Okay.
really nice. I think you'll really like that. Performed 2 new singles off of there, off of the EP. Go get that so you can go hear what singles it was. So, yeah, go definitely follow me on there. Yeah.
So, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Jona Leone taking over.
For the 99 and 2000. Shout out to Lost Roots for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me freestyle. This is what I do when I get high. So I happen to come a little bit lit, and it worked out perfectly for me. So, you know, that's a lot.